A.D.D. Attention Deficit Disorder. In our world today, a world that openly promotes the state of constant thinking stroke imagining, is it really any wonder that many of our children now suffer from attention deficit disorder as they do? I mean, surely it stands to reason that one is either able to pay attention, actually maintain a state of awareness, or one is not able to pay attention. To me, our lack of true understanding of the condition arises out of the fact that we, as a society, are actively engaged in promoting the very environment in which the condition thrives. And by that I mean, when one is able to pay attention, one is then able to still one's mind. One is then able to fully focus one's mind on the situation at hand. And when one is not able to pay attention, it is due to an inability to focus or still one's mind. It is the constant flow of undisciplined thinking stroke imagining, a situation that we as a society actually engender within our young, that is the main root of their inability to pay attention. I mean, how will they be able to pay attention when we actively work to destroy their ability to do so, a situation we promote through our conditioning of them to allow undisciplined thought and imagining within their young minds? You see, the more tracks or lines of thought there are within the child's mind, obviously the more distractions there are going to be for the child to have to deal with when the child is attempting to pay attention. What we are basically saying to the child is, allow your mind and imagination to wander aimlessly almost all of the time, apart from when we ask you to pay attention. Two states of mind, which are of course a complete contradiction of one another. The truth is, the worst thing we could possibly teach our children when they are young is for them to allow their young minds and imaginations to wander aimlessly as we now do. For by doing so, we are actually setting our children up to become the slave of their mind, as opposed to them becoming the eventual master of it. A situation which, surprisingly enough, is actually the way things are meant to be. Our mind was designed with the intention for it to be under the control of the user, not for the user to be under the control of his or her mind. A back-to-front situation which is now being openly promoted by those who are already unknowingly under the influence of their own master mind. Unknowingly, of course, as to be a slave to one's mind and emotions in our society is currently accepted to be the norm.